Last year there was a situation with Animal County where an animal attacked another animal. The current county ordinance says that in that situation, the animal can be classified as potentially dangerous or dangerous. During this particular incident, through Mr. Skipper's review, determined that our current ordinance was not consistent with state law. State law classifies an animal as potentially dangerous or dangerous if it attacks a human, not another animal. So the proposed amendment before you tonight is to change your definition in your ordinance to make it consistent with state law.
It's state law allows the county, and the current ordinance is technically not illegal because current law in the state allows you to make the dog control ordinance tougher than state law provides with respect to dangerous dogs. And I assume that's what you did, or whichever commission adopted that, when they added domestic animals in addition to humans to the local legislation, to the local ordinance. And so what this does is bring it back to, as Alan said, it brings it back consistent with state law, and the state law says you're dealing with humans and not domestic animals.
Any questions?
Mr. Chairman, that completes my report under Commissioner matters. I'll defer to Commissioner Mugridge for an update on the census.
Before Commissioner Mugridge gets into the census, I really want to take this opportunity to commend Commissioner Mugridge on what he's put forth trying to get the census. And I also want to commend the Census Committee for what they've done to get the census message out to the citizens of Lee County. Not many places you can go to Lee County without seeing one of your signs. And he's spent a lot of time away from his business doing this, and I want to commend you for it, Commissioner Mugridge. And I want to commend the Census Committee because they've done an outstanding job.
I agree with you wholeheartedly that the Census Committee has done an outstanding job. I also want to personally thank, and on behalf of the county, thank the Lee County High School ROTC, which helped us install the signs that I hope you've seen around the county, as well as Mr. Davis's AP English class. Had a lot of volunteers from both those groups, helped us this past Saturday install signs, and I hope you've all seen them. In just 2 days will be Census Awareness Day in the state of Georgia. I know that you're all tingling inside, anxiously awaiting that. But on the 15th of March, most Americans will receive something that looks like this in their mailbox. And it'll be your 10-question census form. And it is vitally important that we all fill it out and put it in the mail and send it back. So many things depend on it, not the least of which is our representation in Atlanta and in Washington. So in recognition of Census Awareness Day, we'll have a small press conference at 11 o'clock at the Tractor Supply parking lot, where Chairman Duffy and Chairman Senior will ceremoniously mail their census forms and talk about the value of the census. I just want to say again how amazed I am at the volunteer spirit in Lee County, and I really appreciate the planning staff that has helped me and helped the county, and the folks that volunteered to be on the Census Committee. And that day is upon us, so everybody be on the lookout. Send it back. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Mr. Chairman, I'll defer to Mr. Rowland.
Several years ago, before the 3 new commissioners got on the board, Mr. Duffy, myself, and the other 3 commissioners, we agreed to levy $100. If you call the ambulance, it was $100 fee for them to come to your house. Since the new board people got here, we decided that was too much, so we lowered it to $50. I think Mr. Watkins had told us that we had like $35,000 of uncollected, of money that people owe the county $50. I think we voted on this issue. I know people say they pay taxes, but people that have children that play ball, they pay taxes too, but they have to pay for their children to play ball. I had a man tell me the other morning at breakfast, he said, I called the ambulance the other day to check my wife out. He said, do I have to pay $50? I said, you sure do. He said, well, I couldn't have took it to the emergency room that cheap. That, I think it's time we probably press forward, just as we have with the garbage bills, and send letters out to these people that owe these $50 and get it in the county funds. So as bad as we need it, we need to try to collect it.
Commissioner Rowley, how are we using as you trying to collect this money as we speak, Bobby?
Well, presently it's on hold, we're not
Oh,
even
okay.
charging.
I don't know if you're using the collection agency that you were using for the hospital transportation, and when you transport patients to the hospital, I thought you was also including this
We
fee also.
were until, y'all asked us to
Hold.
hold it until y'all make a decision as to whether we're gonna continue doing that.
Okay.
But, we do use Union Credit, once it's a delinquent account. But I have, a list, we provide a list of each turned over to Union Credit now. And we have 105 accounts turned over to them, and 50 of those are these non-transport fees. So people, and this is over 90 days, so these are things that happened last year before y'all put it on hold. They just haven't attempted to pay or can't pay or whatever means are, or reason is, it's to reach the age that, where we turn it over. That in along with, the ones that we actually transport, those $500 or better.
The thing with that agency, is they collect 33% of what they collect.
They do.
We've had tremendous response with the magistrate court serving, these people and collecting the garbage bills. If the court can handle it, I don't know why we don't use this process if it's legal, rather than giving somebody else the money to collect it, plus, the court system's gonna make court cost off of it too. It's just putting money back in the county rather than giving it to somebody else, and I don't know what the procedure is. If you don't pay, apparently, they have no procedure, do they?
No, sir, we never have taken legal action against anyone, taken it to court. Not for 15 years I've been director. We've received letters in the past, especially under other administrations, where credit union felt like that it was a collectible account, and they'd like to proceed on the legal, and county just never chose to do that, so. There's a lot of them out there that have jobs, a lot of folks that don't have a job, and there are some that they probably could, go after and recoup some of the monies that's owed to the county, plus court costs.
But the people that you use now, 7%, don't they charge you 7%?
The billing company
Billing
that does the billing for ambulance transports and non-transports charge 7% of what they collect.
Correct.
Right, we actually collected $478,000 some odd dollars last year, revenue that the billing company collected for us.
I saw that, they sent me an email about that, and well, we have to make a decision one way or the other, how we're gonna proceed with this.
Mr. Chairman, one of the things that you need to check out, I suspect, before you start filing lawsuits for $50, is the court costs associated with that. And I don't know, I think if you file in Superior Court now, it's $80 or $85. And I'm not sure whether that includes the sheriff's service fee or not. But on those you don't, one of the issues that you'll face probably if you're trying to collect 50,